Hi, this is Piero, Technical Director of SecPoint, introducing firmware 66 of the Penetrator with some interesting features. The first one can be found on the home page, and it is the map of the 20 most recent scanned locations. When at least one scan has been performed, the map shows the geographical location of targets, clustering markers from the same location. Each location is marked with a different color, and the whole map can be moved and zoomed in and out. Dragging the mouse on a marker, a tooltip shows the IP address, the date and the status of the scan. Clicking on the marker, the Scan Insights page opens. The next feature is the introduction of Let's Encrypt certificates. This function is available in menu System, SSL Certificates. It allows to automate the process of requesting and renewing a free SSL certificate for the administration interface issued by an official certification authority. This option comes in addition to the existing ones: upload a certificate or issue a self-signed certificate. When you open this page, the current certificate type is selected. By selecting Let's Encrypt certificate, the system will inform that no certificates are available. This, of course, is for the first time. If you want to add a certificate, you must first make sure that a domain name exists for your penetrator unit and corresponds to the IP address of your unit. And then you have to make sure that the penetrator unit is reachable from the internet via the domain name on port 80. To proceed, enter the domain name in the entry field and click on Check Domain. If any of these conditions are not met, an error message will appear. Otherwise, you can proceed to request and install the Let's Encrypt certificate. A Create Certificate button will appear here, and by clicking on this button, the penetrator will ask the Let's Encrypt servers to create a certificate and will automatically install it. At the end, the page will reload and will inform that the certificate has been installed and an automatic renewal process is in place. Even when a Let's Encrypt certificate has been issued, it is still possible to use a certificate issued by another certification authority. However, the penetrator will still realize that a Let's Encrypt certificate exists and will offer the option to install it. If you want to manually force a certificate renewal, you can click on the Renew Certificate button here, even though an automatic renewal process is in place. However, this option is discouraged by Let's Encrypt, that allows a limited number of manual requests to its servers. A new description field is now available in the Insights page that can be used to provide further information on a target while a scan is running or after its completion. This is especially useful when scanning a whole subnet and targets are only identified through their IP addresses. Here it's possible to associate a description with its target and retrieve the same description on the next scans. When a description has already been associated with a target on a previous scan, to retrieve it you can simply double-click the description field, select the description in the drop-down list and click on Save. It can often happen that a scan contains a long list of informational level findings. These are not vulnerabilities and don't require any mitigation actions. Therefore, it can be useful removing them from the report to make it shorter. To remove them, open the page at menu System, Report Branding, and scroll down to find the Show Informational green vulnerabilities and switch off this option. To see the changes on the homepage reports, they need to be recreated because they are generated only once at the end of the scan. And remember, this is a system-level option, therefore it will affect the aspect of reports for all users. To read more about this firmware, you can download the release notes document from our website. It's all for now. Thank you for following me and stand by for the next release from SecPoint. Bye bye.